Hey everyone, what's up? I do apologize if the phone goes off in just a bit because my mom is supposed to be finishing up with her finals over at Las Positas College in Livermore right now. And I'm just taking care of something right there. But yeah, I do do apologize for that. I do apologize if I'm going to be walking about a little bit because I got to turn on the lights and everything. So I do apologize for that. But I thought I'd come on here, and as you can see, first of all, for anybody that's going to be watching this on courtesy of a link I provided on Facebook and Twitter, and it says 522. I do apologize. I meant to put 523. May 23rd kind of deal. Yeah, it's kind of hard that it's kind of hard to it's kind of hard to believe we are literally about I think 8 days remaining in May. It's unbelievable. But yeah, it's about 8 days remaining in the month. So, it is kind of hard to believe that, but, what are you going to do? But yeah, I thought I'd come on here and do this because, well, first of all, along with this video, if you count this live stream I'm doing right now, I am literally 77 videos away from 10,000. 10,000, I'm guessing, equals a million, maybe. I don't really know. Or it just might be 10,000. I can't really say. But that's a huge deal. 10,000 videos in 10 years. It's unbelievable. And of course, I'm vastly approaching the 10-year anniversary of this channel. And it's kind of hard to believe that a lot of people are celebrating 10 years with YouTube right now. Linkara with the Top of the Fourth Wall, Gaming Historian, and many others. Initially, in actuality, for me, it'd be more along the lines that I'd be celebrating 12 years, or would have celebrated 12 years, had my original channel back at the start remained online. That's of course when YouTube started to do its thing, kind of deal, like started to do its own thing. So yeah, it was kind of one of those unusual things. Like I said, it's kind of one of those unusual things to where you think hold on while I do something here. It's again, it's hard to believe. It's hard to think that you go through all this and you're this close to doing something that not a lot of people have done. I mean, I look at Linkara, I look at Angry Video Game Nerd and all of them, and it's like, yeah, they got a lot of videos, but they're nowhere close to what I have or what anybody else has. That's it's unbelievable. So, look, I'm not trying to brag on anything, but just the way I look at it. It's just the way I look at it a little bit. Just doing something here. Hold on. Just doing something with Facebook right now. Just trying to hit every single kind of let's see. I like that there might be. Let's see. Because I've discovered that the more, I guess, hashtags you have, the more people will watch your videos a little bit, especially if you have specific hashtags and outlets to them. But yeah, like I said, it's kind of hard to believe that you got people like Linkara and Cinemassacre and Channel Awesome and all them that that it's hard to believe that someone that's been here as long initially as a lot of them to get that many videos uploaded real soon and to be around the same time celebrating 10 years is just tremendous. I mean, I look at Lankara and he's not just celebrating 10 years. He celebrated recently 10,000 subscribers or something like that. Or 100,000 subscribers. That's amazing. But yeah, I'm not just here to, but yeah, I'm not here just to talk about that and, say that initially with this video, I'm 77 videos away. I'm here, of course, as it says, to talk a little MLP. Just talk about a few news items that have broke, as well as just talk about MLP in general. Especially recently with the episodes that have come out and will be coming, and the news that I guess has broken from the licensing expo in Las Vegas. This is an expo that apparently a lot of people are part of, and I guess really enjoy. So yeah, let's talk about that for a second, shall we? Let's talk about let's talk about that news right there. Let's talk about the news that Equestria Daily has put out. They call it, the title of the thing is called Room. They kind of put the first word in parentheses, but they call it rumor-ish. This is the title. It's rumor-ish. My Little Pony season 9 will have 26 episodes. Well, I think we pretty much expected that. The 200th episode will be a special episode. G runs Grogar will be the main villain, I guess, of season 9. We're getting another Equestria Girls movie and more. So let's take a look at the information. And I know some people are going to say that, well, this has pretty much been, excuse me, that this has pretty much already been confirmed through the leaks that happened earlier in the year. But let's take a look at what they have to say here. And I quote, this is reported. Let's see if we got the name of the person. Masimer in Chestavania. 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 Chestavavian in Mazerum, or whatever the names are. I do apologize if I pronounced them wrong. But they reported this today at 12:37 p.m. while I was working. But this is what they put on Equestria Daily, and I quote, or they help, report to Equestria Daily, and I quote, this is what Equestria Daily has up as an article. This is what they have, and I quote, it looks like Hasbro has a pretty big pony showing over at Licensing Expo in Las Vegas. Unfortunately, we are running off of tweets on this one from the actual event. So we can't 100% confirm them until the bigwigs at Hasbro decide to pop a press release out. And then they put this in bold. Consider it a rumorish for now. Mike Vogel has favored some, but we will wait until we get the 100% Pacifics. So in other words, what they're going by is what they're being tweeted to from the event, and this is what they have to report. They said, regardless, let's dive on in and see what we got. And they give us a spoiler filter, and this is what they said. First thing up, holiday special. 44 minutes long, confirmed during the leaks a few months ago. Written by MK Toon, teased constantly by him on Twitter. Airing in the fourth quarter of the year. Takes place after season 8. Features your usual music. So, in other words, this will be something that harkens back, in my opinion, to the golden age of 80s and early 90s cartoons. Anytime a show came on, anytime a series was on the air, usually the last episode they would have would usually be besides the finale, whether it was the season finale or whatever, or even the series finale, but in this case, the season finale, usually the last episode that they would have for that season, even after the season finale, would be a Christmas special. Because, you don't want to air a Christmas episode or special during the current run of the series and air it during a non-Christmas related month. So yeah, that's what they're saying there. Now they get on to season 9. Season 9, 26 episodes total. Gorgar arrives from Tartarus to cause trouble. A special 200th episode is planned, similar to episode 100. So I guess hints, maybe some teases. They're hearing possibly another slice of life episode. Maybe we'll get the episode that I suggested, that besides the main 6 or main 7, we get Lyra, we get Bonbon, we get Moon Dancer, we get Octavia, we get Vinyl Scratch, and maybe even Sunset to round it out. That would be something to see. It really would. Or maybe we'll get an episode that some people feel would be best suited for that time. It's going on a decade. Some people are suggesting why not have the 200th episode be like a behind the scenes deal. Have Discord or maybe Pinkie Pie hosting the special, and we get a behind the scenes look, with the characters as they're getting ready to film. I'll give you a good example of how I felt it was done right. Or done semi-right. And that was 101 Dalmatians. They did a making of episode, but incorporated a story into it as well. The story was, they basically were talking about how the show came about and everything, but how Cruella is pretty much the same person off camera. Because in this episode, they show that the trial and error they had to go through to get the show up, to get their show made, was the fact that Cruella was paying off people to get what she wanted, to get the show turned in her favor and stuff like that. So, if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out 101 Dalmatians, the animated series. It's called The Making of episode. I think you'll like it. All right, next up, but yeah, some people feel that should be kind of what the 200th episode could be like as well. Heck, I feel honestly it could go either way. I don't have a problem either way. Heck, I would like the 200th episode to be an episode where a lot of what we fans want to see happens, even if it's a one-off situation. Heck, a lot of us fans would like to see Spike and Rarity together. Do a one-off, use episode 200 as a one-off deal and make it happen. Make Flash and that would be something. Make all these shippings that fans want to see that's been teased at them for a while, or they've hinted at and said, hey, this could work. Why not make it happen with the 200th episode? I guarantee people would like it. I really guarantee, even if it's a one-off deal, people would like it. Heck, 200 might just be Big Mac and Sugar Bell getting married, but I think that's going to be saved towards the end. Excuse me there. But anyway, yeah, we will have to see what happens. But if it's similar to episode 100, hey, we're going to probably have ourselves a good episode on our hands. Up next, we have next up, they have Equestria Girls information. This is going to be a new movie, theme park and selfies focused. They're going to be 44 minutes with 50 minutes planned for Hasbro's YouTube. So the new movie is just going to be another 44-minute a special, just, and with an extended version on YouTube. And here's the thing, it's called Theme Park and Selfies Focused. Remember the rumored title was My Selfie and I? That might be interesting to see what they do there. They say there's going to be new shorts, new CYOA, whatever that is, songs, and possibly another movie planned. I think inevitably one of the movies, if they do another movie, whether it's not with the theme, whether or not it's with the theme park and selfies focused one, that if they have a second movie planned after that, a second 44-minute deal, maybe an hour and a half deal, they need to have the human sunset come around and meet and come face to face with our sunset, so that maybe we'll get a balancing and understanding, and who knows what will happen, and who knows what we can get out of that. So like I said, who knows what we can get out of that. I'm just checking something here. Yeah, today, in case you guys didn't see the live vlog I did, I ended up getting a great job pin from my assistant manager, because I'm always constantly helping out when I'm needed, wherever I'm needed. And I'm just a cashier, hired originally as a cashier cart pusher. So I have the cart pusher background to go with, so it helps out. Excuse me, sorry about that. Somebody likes the live thing I'm doing, Garrett Roop. So thank you for tuning in, Garrett, if you are. But yeah, initially that's basically the news that's come out so far, and it looks pretty good. It looks promising, but again, like they said, they're just going off of tweets that they're getting from the licensing expo. So we'll have to wait and see what happens after it's all said and done, and whether or not we will get possibly possibly official press information from Hasbro after it's all said and done. But like I said, I'm also here just to talk about MLP in general. I will show you this though. Recently, I got this for my job. It's a Walmart exclusive. It's called Cutie Mark Magic. And this is actually something that came out in 2015. In fact, I think maybe if you could read that, it says it right there. And it's a pack of 10 characters, miniature figures, kind of similar to what you get with the mystery minis. You got Rainbow Dash, you got Silver Spoon, you got Diamond Tiara, Rarity, Shining Armor, Applejack, Cadence, I should say, Twilight, Pinky, and Fluttershy. Pretty cool. And as you can see, you can actually hold it. So what I'm probably going to do is end up getting two of those commander strips that I have and putting them together and putting them kind of like together side by side to hanging on the wall eventually. Now, that's not the excuse me. That's not the only thing that I am doing. Let me shut this a little bit. It's getting dark, so do this a little bit. Turn on this light. Give me a little backlight. There we go. Be right back, folks. Yeah, hold on, folks. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, folks. I had to turn on some lights around here. It's getting a little dark. It's about 8:10, so Pacific time, 8:10 p.m. Pacific time. So it's getting a little darker around here. So yeah, it's getting, like I said, it's getting a little darker. So so hopefully, hopefully you guys can see a little bit better now. But yeah, like I said, I just got this today. In the for my job. As well as like currently what I'm doing, I don't know if you could see this. Currently, and I've talked about this before. Currently, I'm also recording. I'm also recording. I'm also recording season 8 as we speak. As a matter of fact, I have about 81 minutes remaining on here. Have 81 minutes remaining. So basically what that means is that when I record Meltdown this week or this Saturday, when I record it, that'll drop it to about, let's see, 20 to 20. You take away 20, that's an hour. You take away 10 more, it's about 50. It'll drop me to about 50 minutes. So I have enough maybe for at least 2 more, at least to finish out the first half. I got this, as well as I got, I also want to show that I also got this. This is another one of those dress up ones, these fashion ones that they started with Rarity. The 2 new ones they just brought out were Pinky and Twilight. I do got both. Pinky right now is displayed next to Rarity, Fluttershy, and Applejack. The only one I haven't found yet, and the only one they haven't brought out yet, is Rainbow Dash, which I'm pretty sure they'll do real soon. It's kind of the same way with the sea ponies that are down here, the bigger ones that are basically the same mold that Sky Stars was. Basically, we're going to basically we have most of the main 6 except for Applejack, which I'm kind of surprised they don't have yet. So those are 2 characters I hopefully on both spectrums will be bringing out real soon. I also ended up getting 4 new Funko figures. These were the 2 latest ones I got right here, which were Bonbon, aka Sweetie Drops, and Lyra. And if you watched this past week's episode, those 2 kind of had a moment where, let's put it this way, I think Ms. Anthropony Map, I think he pretty much called it at the beginning. It's asking the question if Hasbro just implied lesbianism. Also, and so yeah, that's a good question. And before that, I also ended up getting Octavia and DJ Pone Vinyl Scratch. And then over there, I have Derpy, aka Muffins, and I have Mod Pie as well. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, but here's Mod right here. So in case you guys are wondering that. And then of course there's a Derpy. So You know, I have most of, I guess you could say, the popular ones or the most sought after ones. You know, I have most of them, including the princesses. The Luna I got is the alternative one, the variant one, which is kind of glitter based. I want to try to get the other one as well. So hopefully, maybe down the line, I will. I'm gonna be a rainbow day. There we go. So hopefully, I may end up doing that eventually when the time is right. I got the Apricot Fiesta coming up in Patterson, and sorry, I'm just moving the filters there for the mic. We got the Apricot Fiesta coming up in Patterson a week from Friday night, and more officially all throughout Saturday and a majority of Sunday. And basically, we have vendors there, you know, the little makeshift tents and all that. People there will sell stuff like this, like what you see behind me. So some other stuff, maybe Funko figures and stuff. So heck, if I can find a Funko Luna there, the one I'm looking for, I would be pleasantly surprised by that. But who knows? We'll have to wait and see. I also ended up getting the All About Me Lyra and Bonbon, as well as the All About Me DJ Pone 3 Octavia. Vinyl Scratch. As well as I also got the mystery figures over there as well, the mini mysteries. What's funny is several weeks ago, actually about a month or so ago, when I got one of the bags, it's like God basically put it right where I could find it, right at the top of the display. So I reached in, grabbed it, felt around it, looked carefully because it's hard to see the codes like AA, which is AE or AJ or whatever. So I looked, and it said the code for Octavia, but I wanted to make sure, so I looked up it online, and surprisingly, it was the code of Octavia. And when I opened it, sure enough, it was Octavia. So, yeah, you know, I ended up getting Octavia, and then what's funny is around that same time, a little before that, I ended up getting um, Starlight and Rainbow Dash courtesy of eBay. Starlight, I think, was like around 22, or was it Rainbow? I can't remember which one it was. One was around 22, the other was around $4. And I know you're thinking 22 for one figure, you're crazy. Yeah, well, that was my fault. Because what happened is several days later, after I ended up getting them in the mail, several days after I got them in the mail, I ended up going to my job, getting out buying 2 new bags, and ironically, one had Starlight, the other had Rainbow Dash. So, yeah, go figure. Excuse me for a second. I gotta go take care of something. Be right back. Come on, folks. Sorry, I just had to give my dog a few snacks and everything. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying, we got the Apricot Fiesta coming up, and so maybe I'll end up getting the Luna. Maybe if I'm lucky, maybe I'll get a Funko Luna there. Maybe it might be there. I don't know. But like I said, I also got the All About Me versions of Bonbon and Lyra and Vinyl Scratch. And then, like I was saying, what happened was as I mentioned, I ended up buying Starlight for I don't know who was the most expensive. But then, ironically, after I ended up getting them in the mail, I ended up getting 2 more bags, mystery mini bags. Thinking, okay, I lucked out. I ended up getting Octavia. Surprisingly, the next 2 I ended up getting was Starlight and Rainbow Dash. So it's like, okay, so this is irony. I spent about 22 something on one figure, $4.99 on the other, and now here I have them for less than that. You live and learn, right? But that's just the thing, though. With that kind of stuff, it's it's kind of like you live, you learn, and then you realize sometimes maybe you should wait a little bit. But here's the thing about those mystery minifigures. It seems they like to scatter and give you duplicates among duplicates just so you spend more money to try to get the ones you want. It's kind of like with the Yu-Gi-Oh card game, Oh, thank you, Jordan, for that compliment of seeing my Thundercats vid. Yeah, that's an entire. I've talked about it twice, and there's a lot of people that are giving it um, their own basically beating, if you will. There's just a lot of people that don't like what Cartoon Network and mostly this Victor guy are doing to the Thundercats. They don't. Hey. Be back with part 2 later.